If I was to ask you what the number one barrier to successfully delivering on your digital marketing strategy was in your firm or your practice, what would you say? My guess is that you and the majority of lawyers I might ask are going to say something like, we're not executing on the strategy. That is, we're not delivering, we're not doing the things that we thought we would have time to do because we all got too busy and so we pushed it to one side. This is reliably the answer when I ask what the barriers are, and that's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Chris Hargraves. I'm from digitalmarketingforlawyers.com, and this is the Digital Marketing Mastery series. I have specifically started this series, and this is episode number 1, so you haven't missed anything if this is where you're starting. This is the only episode where I will mention what the number is, because it's the only one I'm going to remember. This series is designed to provide practical execution strategies for you so that you can actually be doing things. That means the episodes are going to be fairly short. That means they are going to be practical. I might occasionally have a chat about strategic decision making. I might occasionally have an idea to share or a tool to recommend, but by and large, the majority of what you're going to hear here is going to involve actually doing something or having the opportunity to do something. And if you play along at home or in your office and you actually do 10 or 20 or 50% even of the things that I'm going to suggest might be beneficial for you, then you're going to find that you will experience a remarkable uplift in the success of your digital marketing program within your firm or with you as a practitioner individually. And so, where are we going to start with? We're going to start with that practicality because I think lawyers are very good at having opinions, and I think we're incredibly good at producing detailed strategic marketing plans that have a tendency to be a 2-inch thick booklet that gets generated extremely optimistically at some kind of retreat or some kind of marketing day off-site, or it gets generated by someone else entirely and is delivered to you and you're supposed to do it. But the fact is, most of the time, nobody does anything in those documents. And so you come back to it 1 or 2 or 5 years later and you dust it off because it's been sitting in a drawer and absolutely none of it has actually turned into any actions on your part. And so what I want to say to you today is this: do less, commit to less, and then actually deliver on it. And that might mean if you are starting from zero, if you are literally too busy in your own mind to do anything, but you appreciate the importance of having to get to marketing, that might mean you find 2 minutes in a day to comment on one post on LinkedIn with a person who is valuable. Maybe it means you find 5 minutes to send an email each day to someone you haven't actually caught up with. Maybe it means you just find 30 seconds in a day to send a connection request on LinkedIn. Now, these are just examples. The practical thing for today is this: stop overcommitting your marketing endeavors with extremely optimistic views about what you can and cannot get done. If you have spent the last 5 years too busy to breathe or do anything, the chances that you can then say, okay, I am definitely going to commit 4 hours every week to my marketing efforts, it's not going to happen, because history has demonstrated that it has never happened before. There is no hope of it happening now. And what you will do is, if you can't find a 4-hour solid block, you'll just wipe it out for the week and you won't do it. And then you'll say, I'll get to it next week. I've got a spare day on Monday. And then Monday won't actually be a spare day because someone will call you or email you. What you need to do is find something that works without optimistic predictions of how much time you have available. And that means you need to develop some new habits. And I suggest very strongly that you start small. So your homework for today is to pick something. Just pick something. It doesn't really even matter what it is for the moment because we're talking about behavior change and not necessarily strategies. But pick something that you can do right now, the moment you have stopped listening to me here, and then do it. That's it. It should only take you a minute or 2. It shouldn't be a gigantic task, but it needs to get done. And that is all I had for you today. As I said, these are going to be short. These are going to be restrained topics. These are going to be practical. And I'm going to have a lot of them. and I hope you'll follow along. So hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to comment if you have a question or you have a topic you want me to deal with. I'll be happy to do that, so just let me know.